We want to look at some famous celebrities, some famous success stories, and just, take a look at the statistics on their journey to success. Let us look at Ronaldo and Messi. Ronaldo and Messi. Penalties are the easiest sport to score from in a game of soccer. Once you are awarded a penalty, it's as good already as a goal. Once you are awarded a penalty, celebration has begun. Now let us look at the statistics in the life of these two great footballers. Ronaldo has attempted penalty 144 times. 144 times. And of that 144, he has scored 121 times. And he has missed 23 times. What's his success rate? 84%. Lionel Messi has attempted from the penalty spot, taking shots from the penalty spot 115 times and has scored 89 times, and he has missed 23 times. His success rate is 77%. On the face of it, Ronaldo seems to have done better, but who has won the most accolades of the two is Messi. But even at that, you are just being shown now that they never achieve 100%. They are not perfect in their craft. So as good as they are, they still miss penalty. They still miss that kick from the penalty spot. And these are world-class footballers. Let's look at Michael Jordan. I'm going to quote him. I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. 26 times I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot and I missed. I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. You hear that? He has missed over 9,000 shots in his career, and he has lost over 300 games. Nobody remembers those anymore. Michael Jordan is perhaps the greatest basketballer that ever graced the courts. 26 times he has been trusted to take the winning shot, the game-winning shot, and he missed. So he has failed and failed and failed and failed so often that in the end he succeeded. So why are you afraid of failure? Fail more. Failing more means you are attempting more. Therefore, failure is simply perfecting your craft. Michael Jordan still, if you quit once, it becomes a habit. Therefore, never quit. So, success is a habit. Failure too is a habit. If you quit even once, it becomes a habit. So, never quit. Never. Give it whatever it takes until the tide turns. Abraham Lincoln. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Most folks are as happy as they make up their mind to be. That's Abraham Lincoln. Why? Because failures led him to success. failures led him to success. Let us look at a short reflection of his life. In 1809, his mother died. In 1831, he lost his job. In 1832, he was defeated for the state legislature. The following year, 1833, he failed in business. In 1838, his sweetheart died. In 1836, he had a nervous breakdown. That's depression. In 1838, he was defeated in a run for Illinois State Speaker. In 1843, he was defeated in a run for Congress. In 1848, he was defeated in a run for Congress again. In 1849, he was rejected in a bid to become a land officer. In 1854, he was defeated in a run for U.S. Senate. In 1856, he was defeated in nomination to vice president. In 1858, he was defeated in a run for U.S. Senate. In 1860, he was elected President of the United States. The rest, as they say, is now history. You cannot fail unless you quit. How many men, I'm not even sure if yours sincerely has the heart to endure repeated failures again and again and not believe that there are some village people that are after one's destiny. I am not sure there are some of us who will fail like this and suffer losses like this and suffer tragedy like this and not believe that they are simply destined for ruin. He never gave up. He persevered. He persevered. And today is perhaps the greatest president America ever had. Abraham Lincoln. When Abraham Lincoln was a young man, he ran for the legislature of Illinois and was badly swamped. He next entered business, failed, and spent 17 years of his life paying up the debts of a worthless partner. 17 years. He fell in love with a beautiful young woman to whom he became engaged. And what happened? She died. He married a woman who nagged and scolded him the remainder of his life, chiefly because of his eagerness to do things better rather than being content with mimicking those about and preceding him. Entering politics, he ran for Congress and was badly defeated. He then tried to get an appointment to the United States Land Office, but he failed.
For where you dey go, you will see.
But he failed. He became a candidate for United States Senate and was badly beaten. In 1856, he became a candidate for the vice presidency and was again defeated. In 1858, he was defeated by Douglas. In the campaign for his election to the presidency, it is said that 19 of the 21 clergymen in Springfield voted against him, and only 4 people in the county of his birth in Kentucky had the courage to support him. So clearly, this person was unbelievable. You can't believe. Who will back him up? Nobody. If you and I, I'm also sure, will not have put our stakes on him. Unyielding to the discouragement of all these failures and defeats and bitter denunciations by those who should have been the first to discover his greatness and to assist and encourage him, he labored on. However, and despite his elevation to what the world calls the highest degree of success attainable, he considered himself a failure to the very end. Finding himself blocked at every attempt to drive the money changers from the temple and re-establish the constitutional monetary system last seriously considered during the administration of Andrew Jackson, thus making democracy and unrestrained trade a possible reality, instead of a bolus with a bungusome and inadequate machinery for distribution which enables international scarcity dictators at any time of their choosing to catapult the nation into disastrous depression or make-believe prosperity, building unnecessary public interest debt all the while, and consequently ever increasing the threat of national bankruptcy he foresaw, he had failed to bring the happiness to his people which he was most confident such re-establishment would yield for all. Even while he was president, he considered himself a failure. Only upon his passing was he placed upon the pedestal of undying fame. So his greatness was not even recognized or visible until he had passed on. He didn't become great even while he was president. So, if success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm, that's his famous quote. Going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And he was an embodiment of this quote. This was his life. So I don't want to go through his story again and again, but I believe that Abraham Lincoln serves as the icon of turning failure into success, of snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. I think he embodies the kind of spirit that every one of us require in the journey of life. He turned out to be a great entrepreneur, and that's what has endeared his legacy even decades after he's gone. Ebony World, transforming lives for life.